Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Yes, so my people, it is said that the chick that lifts its mother's wing too early will fall prey to the hog. It is not a small something, as we are hearing right now that the Ooni of Ife is still in disbelief as Ebony's family is brought before Odua traditional court for accusing certain elders who, had hidden powers behind Queen Naomi's possible return to the palace over, alleged corruption. They say the family had gone to accuse these elders that the reason why they are so bent on bringing Queen Naomi back into the palace is because they are reaping from the oil mine that is happening right there in Ile Ife. Okay, if you have been following the trend of event carefully, there was this issue that came up that had to do with a land. When Ooni of Ife and Olori Naomi met, one of the promises that the Ooni of Ife made to Olori Naomi was that he was going to open a very big cathedral, a very big church for Olori Naomi. Because, of course, Ooni of Ife discovered very early that the one thing that you can do to appease the mind of Olori Naomi or make her happy is to do anything that has to do with promoting, or propagating the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so Ooni of Ife made a very big promise to Olori Naomi as at when they first met, that Naomi will not have to be living Ile Ife, which is, some hours to Akure to go and do service, that they will have to bring the church and herald ministry down to Ile Ife. Not like they will have to remove the one from Akure, but they'll build a bigger one in Ile Ife. Because when Naomi became queen, there were lots of people who were going to church. They would drive those hours just to go and worship in Herald ministry right there in Akure. And that informed the reason why they started this small, prayer section or prayer house inside the palace of the Ooni of Ife. And so most Sundays, Naomi will go and finish service in Akure, then come back in the evening. They will host service in Ile Ife inside the palace. So when Ooni of Ife made that promise to Olori Naomi, Ooni of Ife acquired a very huge land in Ile Ife, a big land for that purpose. Now, things did not go as planned. Everything went south between Ooni of Ife and Olori Naomi left the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Now, when after 9 months, Ooni had gone, married all of these women, Ooni now discovered that, look, that void inside my heart cannot be closed except I get my wife back. Ooni started making effort to get Olori Naomi back. But as you and I know, those days Naomi was always saying no, she's not going back. She was angry about the things that happened to her in the palace, because things happened to that girl in that palace. If you write a book, you write an entire book telling the story of the things that happened to her in the palace. So now, the land Ooni of Ife had acquired was just lying down there. Nothing was happening to this land until when Ooni became really desperate to get his wife, Olori Naomi, back. Ooni was doing certain things. And one of those things that Ooni of Ife did, if you have been following the trend of event, they said Ooni of Ife gave Queen Naomi an oil well. That is an oil company that is based in Port Harcourt. They said that oil company is still there. It's running and everything is looking good, And so when that happened, there was this royal altercation in the palace. Everybody, like it was one kind of riot in the palace. Why would you give Tadenikawo this? Why would you give Tadenikawo that? Then Ooni, around that period, Ooni launched the hospital, Equity Hospital in Lagos. And Oloris now also heard that, about 60% of Equity Hospital belongs to Tadenikawo. Now, you and I know why Ooni is doing this. Oni is doing this because that boy is the heir apparent. Oni has a lot of faith in that boy. Oni knows that, yes, so Ile-Ife may not be doing this single kingship thing, but even though they have houses, different rolling houses in Ile-Ife, and of course we are all aware that any boy child from those rolling houses can become king anything. But Oni believed that his son will be king. Yes, Oni believed that Tadenikawo would be king someday. And Oni is doing everything that is within his power to prepare the boy. And that was why Oni was very, very agitated when he heard at some point that Olorinami was making preparations to get married. All the effort, all the fight, everything Ooni of Ife has done lately was to bring Tadenikawo under his own personal tutelage, because he has been trying to prepare the boy for the task ahead, like he would always say. Now, what we are hearing is that after the Equity Hospital thing, there was so much wahala, the Oloris in the palace and all of that. Oni now said, okay, since you people are fighting that everything goes to Tadenikawo, now I want to give you people stuff. And they said they wanted oil and all of that. That was when Oni shared filling stations to them. Now, Oni shared filling station to Ikpe, shared filling station, another filling station to Gospel, another filling station to Oletik was not filling station. They say Ebony filling station or something. Now, you know, when they had oil, these women thought that oil would just be that easy to run. A lot of them could not get product. Now, it's one thing for somebody to give you a filling station. It's another thing for you to be connected to people who supply you product on regular basis. And that is why you see so many filling stations are in abeyance right now. They don't have product. They don't have the connection to get product, okay? And so it was after then that the Oloris realized that, look, this thing with filling station is not as easy as we thought to, and all of that. But during that time, before Oni gave them the filling station, they said Oni had also offered them this very land. They rejected the land. What are they going to do with forest space? What they should give it to Queen Naomi. After Queen Naomi said she wanted church and all of that. Oni just put the land there because Oni knew that they would not. Because the land, these acres of land, was one of those things they kept counting that Oni gave to Olori Naomi and never gave to them. Oni said, okay, you people should go and take the land. They all vehemently rejected the land. And now something happened. Knowing that who is blessed. Anybody that God has blessed, no man can cause. One of those days, something just happened in that land that they discovered some precious stones in that land, okay? They said among the precious stone that was discovered in that land is a gold, okay? I heard some people saying diamond. I never saw diamond. I never heard of diamond, but I only heard that there's gold. Now, they said some people came right away from Dubai to come and, close the business with the Ooni of Ife. They closed the business to start miming and all of that. So basically, what I'm trying to do now is to give you the foundation of what is causing this problem between some elders and members of the Lafogidi dynasty. Now, so many elders right now, all the elites, okay, Yoruba elites are standing with Queen Naomi for Queen Naomi to return back to the palace, right? So Ebony's family now openly, as we are hearing, if it is true, that they openly accuse the elders of collecting bribe and, of collecting, royalty, or collecting money from the oil, from the gold, from the land, okay? That they are getting percentage from the land as these people are miming. And that's the only reason why they are standing to bring Olori Naomi back. And some of these elders whose names were called are elders who are educated, who are exposed, who are known for, they have created very good names for themselves. And right now they are saying, you cannot use one accusation to ruin the reputation that we have taken our time to clear. You are going to come to Odua court to tell Odua court how we got money and where we are getting money from. We were misinformed. We didn't know the things that we know today about Olori Naomi. And because today we know different, we are doing different. With knowledge comes responsibility. We are asking that Naomi returns back so that everything will be okay. With the Ooni of Ife, with our land, we are all Yorubas. And now you're saying that they are bribing us and all of that. You must come and talk. And they say they drag Lafogidi dynasty to the Odua traditional court. That is the problem they have been trying to settle the entire time. You see how quiet everywhere has been. It's not been easy in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget that these are all alleged rumors, speculated, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.